Here we are, January 2025. Happy New Year. I missed you. I am so glad you're here. We're gonna do a very casual, get ready with me. I've got some stories to share. I've got some products to share. I hope you had such a wonderful holiday with your family and friends. We went back to Michigan and we're there for about 10 days. Had a great time visiting with our family. I have to say, I am not missing all the gray days up there. We had 2 sunny days in 11 days. And the cold, don't miss the cold. So we were so excited to have that family time, come back down to the warmer weather and sunshine. So we're starting out with a blank canvas here. And the first thing we're gonna try is something that I saw on Amazon that had 29,000 almost reviews. I was like, okay, I need to try that because they're all great reviews. There must be something to it. Grace and Stella under eye mask. It comes in a box of 24 eye masks, which that's gonna last me actually quite a while. It was around $22 for this box. This is gonna be my first time trying them. So we're gonna check it out together and see what we think. But it's supposed to brighten the appearance of dark circles, revitalize tired looking eyes, depuff, like all of that is good, right? I need all of it. It has sea moss in there, hyaluronic acid, and amino acid. So here's what it looks like. So I thought, let's try this out together and see if it's actually worth it or not. So let's put these little guys on here. Look at that, gold for the new year, right? Let's see how long it says to keep these on for. I can't even read anything without my glasses. 15 to 20 minutes. So while this is going, okay, doing its thing, let me tell you, I am sure you have the same scenario happen to you during the holidays. Like something just happens when you go over to your family and friends' houses and there's just a bunch of goodies on the counter. They got lots of good looking things that are just loaded with cheeses and creams and butters and it's all super good, right? And we look forward to having those treats during the holiday. It's like, oh, how often is it the holiday? Come on, you know? I ate a bag of cheese puffs in 2 days, a whole bag gone, yeah. So, you know, while I eat well, most of the time, we all have those times where it's like, you just throw caution to the wind. You're like, I just need a treat. And then you just get back on it. You just have to get back on it. January is a perfect time. We all get in that mood to like, what can we change for the better? What am I gonna do differently this year? We all have these goals, right? Or at least a lot of us do. And so I said, okay, I am going to do a reset. I'm going to do a diet reset, meaning let's get rid of all the junk in my diet, all the junk food, processed, sugars, and just kind of like start with the basics. And the other thing that I have been doing to reset for myself this year is I started doing walk away the pounds videos on YouTube. So when we were back in Michigan, it was cold up there. I didn't want to go do my walks outside anymore. And we didn't have a car to be able to go to the mall a lot. I thought, okay, I'm going to do the walk away the pounds videos. I love those videos. And I will tell you, I did a 2-mile video every day. Sometimes I would do an extra mile in the afternoon if I felt like just bored or whatever. I'm like, you know what? Why don't I get up off my butt and do 1 more mile? But those videos, I sweat doing those 2 miles in that video than I just do outside because it pushes you a lot more. And it's not like you're dying. I'm never dying during those videos, but I mean, I'm feeling even my scalp sweating at that point. And I thought, these are gonna be really good. If I stick with doing these videos, I can see there's gonna be a change because it's just totally night and day difference from me just going on a stroll outside, you know, and doing the same 2 miles that way. It must be working. I think I've done 11 days in a row of doing those videos at home. And my husband just said the other day, he's like, I can already see a difference. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I can tell a difference. I feel like the sides, those like glove handle areas are not like they were getting for me. and my hips and my thigh areas, I can tell a little difference already. I am really happy with that. I'm going to continue on that and just really be gung-ho for getting healthy this year. Let's take these off now. It's been enough time, and let me see if I can tell a good difference or not. Okay, so first of all, it does look smoother to me. It does not feel sticky or tacky at all. It felt a little wet when I first, took them off, but now that's drying a bit. I mean, this feels like I could definitely put makeup right on, right now. Like I wouldn't have to wait any longer for it to dry up at all. So that's good. Okay, the other thing I wanted to tell you, also by Grace and Stella. I wouldn't use this right now because I just did the eye mask, but I do use it at nighttime, and I have put it on in the morning, actually, even before I put my BB cream on. So this is an under eye moisturizer. And again, this had a lot of great reviews on it. So I thought, let me just try it. It's an itty bitty container. It didn't cost that much. So I thought, let me give it a whirl, let me just see how it does. Is it worth it? So here's what it looks like. When I first got this, I thought, okay, is this defective because of the coloring? Normally you're thinking your moisturizer is like white, right? So when I saw that, I'm like, okay, is this old or what? But it isn't, because I looked it up online at the pictures that they had. I'm like, okay, it's the same color. So just in case you get something like this and you're like, oh, wait a minute, it's got caffeine in there. So basically it helps to tighten and wake up that under eye area. So I do like this so far. And I feel like it's definitely worth a try to see if you may like it. The other interesting product that I bought recently that I wasn't even sure how it was gonna go, this is a moisturizer, a facial moisturizer. Got it from Amazon, and it's called Facial Tallow. Beef tallow. You know what that is? Beef fat. Yeah. They use this to make a moisturizer. Well, if you know anything about beef tallow, it's actually got a lot of vitamins in it that are good for you. I just saw it and I had to try it. And I thought, okay, am I gonna get this and it's gonna be like really greasy, like the Jones Road greasy? I tried that makeup, it was a nightmare. I wouldn't recommend Jones Road at all. I wouldn't recommend it, okay? I'm sure there are people that love it, but man, was it bad. It felt like I was putting a Vaseline on my face, literally. So I thought, is this what this is gonna be like? And I got it and I opened it up, I'm like, okay, that actually looks creamy like a moisturizer. And you don't need much of this at all. So I've been using this for at least a couple weeks. And this is what it looks like. I mean, it's just very light. It's very light. It's not greasy. And I put it on. I'll do it because I haven't put anything on my face yet today. It smells good, actually, too. It does not smell like beef fat. It has like a little bit of a floral or some kind of smell in there. It smells really good. I don't know about you, but I've been noticing a little bit more crepiness over here on the neck area. And I'm like, oh man. So I do put it on my neck, and I'm sure some of you are gonna say,
you're not putting it on right. You need to go up or whatever.
Put it on how you want, okay? Okay, but I actually really like this. It feels good on my face, doesn't feel sticky at all. At all. If you live in the north where you're getting a real winter, okay, you're gonna know what I'm talking about here. Within a day to 2 days after we got to Michigan, everything's starting to dry out. My lips were getting chapped again. My hands were starting to feel like sandpaper. All the moisture just getting sucked right out. And I thought, okay, do I have anything up there that's gonna be good? Normally I would put down here, this is what I use a lot, you can tell. This was by City Beauty. And I talked about them this summer, and I really liked their lip gloss, and I use it all the time. Down here, it works great. But up north, I'm like, oh, that's just like the tip of the iceberg. Okay, I need more. I go into what I had at home, and I found this, and this helped my lips out way better for the rest of the time that we were up there. So this is by Paula's Choice. It's Lip and Body Treatment Balm. And it is a little bit greasy, but if it's just on my lips, for me, that's okay. But I'll tell you what, this helped my lips way better than any lip gloss that I had in that kind of condition. So I brought it down here with me because I thought, you know what? I'll put it on right before I go to bed. But if you're looking for something for really chapped lips because you are in the depths of winter up there, give this a try. You can get this on Amazon as well. I was not even sure what to use on my hands up there because when I used just regular lotion, it really wasn't cutting it. It would last for a little while. My hands would feel better for a little while, and then they'd start feeling dried out and like sandpaper and cracky. I want to ask you, have you found anything for those winter hands that you're just like, oh my gosh, they're so dry and chapped? Have you found something that works really well? Please share it in the comment section because I am sure anybody that's not living like down here in Florida where we've got the humidity in the air all the time, thankfully, people are gonna love you for your recommendations, especially if you found something really good. Some of you may know and some of you don't know, but I have been on the hunt, the BB cream hunt, for a long time now, trying to find just the right one that I feel like it's so good that I'm consistently just gonna stay with that brand. I've tried a lot and a lot of them were fine. This is what I used to use. And you've heard me talk about this before. I've probably got like 3 applications left. I got down to that point where I'm saving it for special occasions because I like it so much and I haven't found the real deal to replace it. So again, I'm on Amazon. They have a different BB cream. They have had a different one to replace this. I've seen it and I tried it. This was probably a couple of years ago though. So this could be even a newer version of this or the replacement for this. This always gave me such a healthy glow without looking too wet at all. And I just loved it. It gave me a little coverage without feeling like cakey, like some kind of foundation. I don't like anything heavy on my face. I want a little coverage, but I don't need a mask. And so this was always great. I loved the way it looked on me. So fast forward to a few weeks ago. It had a lot of good reviews and I thought, let me give it another try because maybe they've rechanged the formula again. So let me try it. We're gonna do a little experiment. I'm gonna put this on half my face and then we're gonna put this on the other half. And you'll be able to see how does it compare? How does this new one compare to this old one? And what are we thinking? To keep it simple, I'm just gonna use my fingers. That's it. And we're just gonna take a little dab. You're like, you're wasting it. All right, so we're gonna go, okay, let's go this side, keep it simple. So I'm gonna put this, a good amount. I'm not going too light here. And hopefully I'm rubbing it in well enough. What do you think? This side of my face right now has nothing. Can you see a difference in how it makes my skin look with that old BB cream? Maybe you can see that some of the red blotchiness or freckles are kind of toned down a bit more. That's all I'm really looking for. I'm not looking for a miracle here, for it to make me look 10 years, younger. But I'm looking to kind of have it even things out, take away a little bit of that redness, but still look natural, Let me wash my hands, and then we're gonna do this side of my face with the new version. While I'm thinking about it, I got a couple of questions from some of you that I thought, you know what? I'll address it now since it's a question that keeps coming up. So people wanna know, where did these come from? I get this question almost every video, where these little vases came from. Also, people have been asking about our new pendants up here. We just got those put in maybe a month or November, I think it was. And we got these from a decorator that we work with up in Michigan. She has a store in Howell, Michigan called Down Home Interiors. You could call, I don't have a link for these, but you could call her and say, the Massons, Angela Mark Masson, the pendants that you just put in their Florida house, because she sent these to us. And so she would probably then know what you're talking about and be able to tell you more about those, as far as, if she can get them for you still, and, how much they would be and all that stuff. The last thing, people wanted to know about my husband's coffee machine, what kind of coffee machine it was. I showed that in the what I eat in a day video and talked about when he makes coffee for us every day. It is a La Marzocco, and it's made in Italy. I have no link for it. You just have to look it up online, but he did a ton of research, and that's just his thing, and found that machine, and he loves it. All right, the time has come. Let's try out this new BB cream here. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna start on the forehead just like on the other side. It feels thinner to me. It doesn't feel as thick. Yeah, maybe because the other one is old. Maybe it's thick because it's older. I don't know. So there we go. I put it on that half of my face, this side. All right, let's see if you can tell a difference compared to this side with the old stuff. And then I'm gonna go look in the mirror and see what I see up close, and kind of give you the true difference between the two. All right, here's the real deal. While I think the new stuff over here might be a little bit better as far as coverage goes, it still feels light, but I feel like it covers a little bit better over on this side than this one. But this side, I still have a little bit more of a natural glow without feeling wet or, sticky. This side is a little bit more matte. So the newer one is a little bit more matte to me than this side. I feel like because of that, my wrinkles on this side of my face with the new one are accentuated a little bit more than over here. I feel this side looks a little bit more natural, and maybe it's because it's a little bit more hydrating. It's helping my wrinkles not kind of appear as much. So I really wanted this to work. Man, I need them to make something like this, or I just need to find the right formula from a different brand. And I know you have given me suggestions in the past of CoverGirl has a BB cream that some of you really liked. If you have a recommendation, you use this in the past, and you have a recommendation that you found works just as well, let me know. Holy cow, I would love it. As I showed this before, a month, 2 months ago at least. It was this weird lip stain, okay? I got it from Amazon. You put it on and it's purple. This is what it looks like. This is what kind of the mask aspect looks like before you peel it off in the end and get the actual lipstick color underneath. This is like a magic lipstick. So there's the color. It's easier to take some Kleenex and just kind of wipe off the mask. I have used this a lot since I showed it to you the first time. I really actually like it. I wish they would make something that the first time you put it on your lips, it's that color. It's not like the whole process of purple and then, just make that color, right? But what I have found that I really like about this is when I go to drink out of a glass, it does not leave lipstick residue on my glasses. That to me is great, because there's a lot of nice lipsticks out there that make your lips feel creamy and it's a great color and everything, but I hate when every time I take a drink out of something, the lip color is coming off. Now, it is a little bit drying to me, so after I put this on and I wipe off the purple coloring, I will put some of this on top of it, and now it looks fantastic because it's got that little glow to it. It's perfect. So if you were wondering about this Wonder Skin lip stain coloring, I would get this again. But like I say, I just really wish it was just one little lipstick you put on, and you don't have to do this whole process. But whatever, it takes me a minute maybe. Okay, so it's not a big deal. I have got boxes coming. So get ready for lots of great videos coming up with all this stuff that I'm going to be getting. I cannot wait. It was great to hang out with you today, and I will see you in my next video. Stay beautiful on the inside and out.